Recording in progress.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for coming to the April 14, 2026 Town Commission meeting for the Town of Oakland. If you could please stand for the pledge. Raise your hand. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Joseph, I'd ask you, please.
Bow our heads. Heavenly Father, thank you for another day. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you for your love and your blessings each and every day, dear Lord. Continue to watch over the residents, watch over staff, watch over the commission as we continue to conduct business according to your guidance. We love you, praise you, and as always, Ms. Mack said, let's lead with love. In your name we pray, amen.
Amen. Thank you, Joseph. All right. Good evening, Kathy.
Good evening. Commissioner Keller,
Here.
Vice Mayor Satterfield,
Present.
Mayor Taylor,
Here.
Commissioner Motley, Commissioner McClellan.
President.
All right. First on the agenda is a couple of proclamations, and we'll start first with Earth Day in the town of Oakland on April 22nd, 2026. And whereas Earth Day observed annually on April 22nd underscores the importance of protecting and preserving the natural environment for present and future generations. And the town of Oakland demonstrates its commitment to conservation and environmental stewardship through the creation and continued care of the Oakland Nature Reserve. And the Oakland Nature Reserve serves as a vital community asset and living classroom, offering environmental education, habitat conservation, and opportunities to engage with restored natural ecosystems. And Earth Day provides an opportunity to recognize the Oakland Nature Reserve as a cornerstone of the town's environmental leadership and to encourage continued community involvement in conservation efforts. Now therefore be it proclaimed by the Mayor and Town Commission of the Town of Oakland, Florida, that April 22nd, 2026 is hereby proclaimed Earth Day in the Town of Oakland. Be it further proclaimed that the Town Commission commends the dedicated staff and volunteers of the Oakland Nature Reserve for their leadership, service, and ongoing contributions to environmental education, conservation, and stewardship within the community. So I'd like to invite ONP's director, Nicole O'Brien, to come up and well-deserved on Earth Day. Nicole.
Good evening, Commissioners and Mayor. On behalf of the staff and the volunteers at ONP, I would like to thank you for your recognition. Earth Day was started in 1970 as a way to celebrate all of the amazing resources provided to us by our wonderful planet and to advocate for continued sustainability of the use of those resources. So it is celebrated annually worldwide on April 22nd. And this year, our celebration at the Preserve is taking place this Saturday, April 18th, from 10 to 2. We're going to have free activities at the log cabin. There will be some crafts and animal interactions, as well as a escape room style scavenger hunt that will be taking place. And then down at the lakefront, we've got some demonstrations that will be happening about watersheds and why it's important to keep pollution out of our waterways. And besides that, we celebrate Earth Day every day throughout the year, just by educating the future generations. And also we are in the last few days of our Firefly Nights. So we have, I think, 5 nights left for Firefly viewing. So please come out and join us for some of those. And thank you.
Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Nicole. You and your team do a wonderful job there, so thank you. Next on the next another proclamation for National Arbor Day. It's April 24th. Whereas in 1872, J. Sterling Morton proposed Arbor Day to encourage tree planting, and it was first celebrated in Nebraska with over 1 million trees planted. And Arbor Day is now observed nationwide and globally. And trees reduce soil erosion, lower energy costs, clean the air, produce oxygen, and provide wildlife habitat. And trees offer renewable resources like wood and paper while enhancing property values, business vitality, and community beauty. And trees bring joy and a feeling of renewal wherever planted. Now therefore, I, Shane Taylor, on behalf of the Town of Oakland Commission, do hereby proclaim April 24th, 2026 as National Arbor Day, and I encourage all citizens and students to support the protection of trees and our beautification efforts and to plant trees to inspire joy and promote well-being for future generations. Awesome. Anything you want to say, Public Works or about Arbor Day or town manager, nothing? Good? Just want to make sure.
I was born in Nebraska and I went to J. Sterling Morton Elementary School.
There you go. That's a fun fact. Great one.
Being born in Nebraska.
Be nice.
All right, moving on to the consent agenda. And on the consent agenda, we got several items. One is we'll start with approval of the March 24, 2026 Town Commission regular meetings. Approval of new appointment and reappointment to the Appearance Review Board. Approval of amendment number 1 to agreement number LPA 0595 with FDEP. Approval amendment number 1 to agreement number WS 100 with FDEP. Approval of agreement with West Tree Services LLC. Approval of sole source purchase of Camp Struck water meters and related equipment, and approval to dispose of obsolete computer mounts. Any questions or comments? Not, we'll entertain a motion.
I'll make the motion to accept the consent agenda as presented.
Okay,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, okay. So with that, in the consent agenda, we have 2 members that need to be sworn in, so we'll do that now. Do you want to step up, Meredith? And then we'll get Laura after that.
I just have to feel like the Girl Scout pledge.
You have to stand right here.
Yes, sir. Go ahead and repeat it without him saying anything. Go ahead.
I'm gonna do the best I can to read it. Oh, wait, that's not you? That's you. Okay. All right, you ready? I,
I,
you can rest say your name,
Meredith Ryan,
solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States
solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and will obey the laws of the state of Florida,
and will obey the laws of the state of
that
Florida,
I will in all respects observe the provisions of the Charter
that I will, in all respects, observe the provisions of the Charter
and Code of Ordinances of the Town of Oakland, Florida,
and Code of Ordinances of the Town of Oakland, Florida,
and I will faithfully perform the duties as a member of the Appearance Review Board of the Town of Oakland, Florida.
and I will faithfully perform the duties as a member of the Appearance Review Board of the Town of Oakland, Florida.
Great, good job.
Thanks.
Glad to have you back on. All right, Laura. Good evening. How are you?
Good.
We'll do the same thing.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
I,
I, Laura Kettle,
there you go, solemnly swear or affirm
solemnly swear or
that I
affirm
will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and I will obey the laws of the state of Florida,
and will obey the laws of the state of Florida,
that I will in all respects observe the provisions of the Charter
that I will in all respects observe the provisions of the Charter
and the Code of Ordinances of the Town of Oakland, Florida,
and Code of Ordinances of the Town of Oakland, Florida,
and I will faithfully perform the duties as a member of the Appearance Review Board of the Town of Oakland, Florida.
and I will faithfully perform the duties as a member of the Appearance Review Board of the Town of Oakland, Florida.
Great job. Welcome aboard. Thank you for coming. Awesome. Good to see new people on, so good job. Thanks, Laura. I think Meredith and John as well, so thank you guys for being on the Appearance Review Board as well. It's very important. So moving on next is public forum, and this is when we open it up to anyone in the audience that would like to speak on any matters that are not on tonight's agenda, and we'll limit those comments to 3 minutes. Any takers? Any take? Oh yeah. All right. Love to have you.
Hello, everybody. John Hammerstein, 306 East Vic Avenue. I know last year was quite the process of improving some roads and also agendas for future road improvement. I'm sorry to say, or to report, that the condition of Vic is not holding up like we hoped it would. I know that it's been graded several times. It's still loose material. The hope was that after it was compacted with traffic and all that, it would settle down, but it's not, and it's starting to deteriorate. They're starting to form low spots and therefore, stuff like that. And we also agreed, I think, last year that I meant to say Arrington with that first part. Anyway, we also agreed that Vic would be paved this year, is what I remember. And that road also is deteriorating and having, it's just not holding up. And I know that if you compare the road improvements inside Oakland Shores, most of those roads, they're almost as good as paved. Whatever they did for that, that compared to what we have now is a stark difference. I don't know the answer. I don't know if there's something that can be put down to emulsify or bind, especially Arrington. My suggestion would be to consider paving Vic and Arrington because they are used quite heavily, both those roads. But anyway, I want to know what the town's position is, what are thoughts on this, or any discussion, or where are we at with this?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm thinking, and John, now you can probably correct me.
I'm pointing at the microphone.
That's his job.
Because Mike Parker was one Bob that Vic we were going to do, and you originally, when you started, you meant Arrington the first time. Right?
Yes. I got them confused.
I thought, and you can check, that Arrington was going to be redone in the way that the rest of Oakland Shores was done, so I'd like to check on that if we do it. Vic, we were going to try to do, I think, through transportation impact fees and pave it. So my impression is we haven't really done a whole lot with it, but we need to check it and move on with it. So, and you might have more on it than I have.
Yeah, so I got an email from one of your neighbors this week, and passed it on to town manager who has it. My recollection is the same as we, on the board, we approved for us to look at paving Vic from Star Street to Tubb Street and trying to utilize those transportation impact fees that we talked about for that paving. We were going to do that in conjunction with any close proximity projects that were happening. We knew that there were some that were coming up on the schedule. So at that time, just to help save on mobilization costs and fees and stuff like that. So we do know that there's a couple of projects that are coming up here soon that are just right next door that we were kind of hoping to piggyback maybe off of that stuff and see.
Okay, so is there a formal plan or commitments yet to do any of this, or we?
Well, the formal commitment was us agreeing to say, yes, we need to pave Vic Street.
But not scheduled yet.
Not scheduled yet until we get the schedule of the projects that are going to be, which are coming around. I mean, you can talk a little bit, John, about Southern Oaks and that exercise if you want. Give us a sense of where we're at.
I'm gonna be honest with you, you probably gotta give me some time to take a look into it. I have to see where we're at on the project list. But I have to give you some time to look into it, and I'll give it to you.
Okay,
And see what we can do, and see if I can come up with a plan and see exactly what's going on.
that'd be great.
But for now, I'll have Scott go out there, and we'll kind of walk the streets and see what's going on.
Yeah.
And we'll go from there.
Okay, second thing,
Before we get off of that, I just have one comment. Did we confirm whether Vic was gonna be eligible for impact fees, transportation? Because I know because of the addition of Oakland Park and people coming through, we thought that it probably would be, but I don't know if we ever got I remember us talking about it and hoping that that was the direction we could go, but did we get confirmation that we can use impact fees for that?
We can use impact fees for
Okay.
WIC. I think again, the timing of it, we can't just do a one-off without tying it into other things, so we don't have the timing on it yet.
Okay.
Okay. So also, just a suggestion, we used to have a day when you could take your hazardous waste and dispose of it properly. It's been a long time. Just want to bring that up as maybe a future idea or plan.
Yeah, so we actually have that, we probably have it next month, I think it's the 14th. We already got it planned out, the waste roll and everything. We're working on the finishing touches right now, and there's gonna be a post soon on Facebook to make sure.
Is that the spring cleanup day?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's already, a post has already gone out from the town on social media about that.
They don't take hazardous waste on that one, correct?
2 days ago?
I think there were 2 days scheduled
It's
for
two
the
separate
cleanup,
days,
and
right?
so,
And I think the
and
next.
so would the hazardous waste be one of the two?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So hazardous waste would be like old paint, old oil, what?
I would think
Yeah.
that that's basically paint and oil, right?
Used to be, we had the paint and oil, and it would included treated wood and stuff, deck wood that has been treated, stuff like that, the trash people don't really, and can't pick up at this point. That was always included in it, years ago when we did that.
Okay.
Yep, so let me clarify. So they're scheduled for Saturday, May 9th and Saturday, May 16th. Items need to be curbside by 7 a.m. This is not hazardous waste.
That's what
The items that we will collect are household items under 50 pounds, recycling, small furniture, and mattresses. What we will not collect is yard waste, hazardous waste, electronics, paint, or batteries on these ones. So again, May 9th and May 16th, have your stuff out by the curb at 7 a.m.
Okay, so we don't have a hazardous waste.
Not on this one, no.
Okay, is that something we could consider? We
Yeah,
just-
I think we'll schedule that later on,
Okay,
okay?
very good. Thank you, guys.
Good, thanks, John. Okay, anyone else? Okay, so seeing no one else, we'll close the public forum and bring it back to our town manager.
All right, just a few things. We covered a bunch of already stuff I had on my list. So Celebration Among the Oaks was March 28th, and I just want to say a big thank you to all the staff from Community Outreach, Public Works, and the Police Department that assisted with the event. Additional information was in your agenda packet with numbers and things. We got a lot of good, positive resident feedback that it wasn't as crazy as last year, and people seem to appreciate that more. We are looking at maybe changing it to be more town center next year, so that it is a little more consolidated. It was quite spread out, but we will get more information as we get closer to the event next year. We have a new exhibit that is going up at the Arts and Heritage Center. We have an artist reception this Thursday, April 16th at 5:30 p.m. And then it'll be on display from April 18th through July 24th. If you poke your head in the windows, it's going to be an amazing, amazing event. There's so much color going on, which is kind of the theme, but there's some beautiful, beautiful pieces in there. So super excited for that. Again, if you can come out to meet the artist on this Thursday, April 16th, that's at 5:30 p.m. As Nicole mentioned, the Firefly Nights, I can just let you know the remaining Firefly Nights will be April 15th, 18th, 19th, 20th, and the 24th is the final night. I was out there volunteering a couple weekends ago, and there were tons of fireflies. It was amazing. There were tons of people, tons of fireflies. So if you haven't had a chance, the fireflies are showing up. So go out and check that out. If you haven't been, you won't be disappointed. And then the only other thing that I have is hopefully, Commission, you'll be seeing a cell tower ordinance at the next meeting,
as well as a cybersecurity policy. So those are things that we're working on that will hopefully be on your next agenda.
Excited about that. I follow this now. Kathy, anything for you tonight?
Yes, good morning, good evening. There will be a planning and zoning meeting this month and next month, and we have scheduled as well as school speed zone hearings on May 20th. And that's it.
That's it? Okay, great. Ashley?
Good evening, Ashley Lewis, City Manager, Human Resources and Payroll. Today, I am pleased to bring forward 4 employees that are celebrating their years of service with us here at the Town of Oakland. So we have Brianna Hernandez, police officer at Oakland Police Department. And we have William Ullish Jr. at Oakland Avenue Charter School. He is a part-time on-call substitute teacher. He's celebrating 3 years, and Brianna's celebrating 2 years. Morgan Sakala is also with our charter school, second grade teacher, serving 3 years, and Elizabeth Simmers celebrating 6 years, currently the 5th grade teacher. One thing I want to highlight about all of these employees is they all started as part-timers. So it just speaks to the dedication here of the employees and the fact that they're sticking around with us. So hopefully these employees will continue to stay with us, and congratulations to those 4 that are celebrating.
Yeah, absolutely, thank you. All right, Andrew?
No, sir.
Deputy Chief, you need anything? John L.?
So for Public Works, I attended my first conference last week in Tampa. Actually, it was really good. It was the first time I ever attended a Public Works conference. So I learned a lot about the streets and what stormwater equipment that they use down there. And we are currently going through all the town agreements and kind of updating those within the town. So that's it for Public Works.
Okay, great. Okay, Chief.
Oh, I thought we were done.
Other than November is just around the corner, see Lieutenant Castro.
5K with 5 of us, right. Commissioner Keller.
I have nothing this evening, thank you.
Commissioner McCall. Commissioner Huff.
Oh, I gotta drag this out. I do have 2 reminders. They were in our packages, but May 27th is the 5th grade flyaway. So please try to make sure we do that. I know last year, I think with your first one, and you were there also, correct?
No, I couldn't.
So try to make it, usually what they do is the kids and their families, they drive off and we get to stand on the side and wave at them, and it's really interesting and it's really, really cool. So if you can make that, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. So. And the other thing is just to announce that the second coolest event in Oakland, second coolest event, is the car show on May the 2nd. So, and John is in the audience. John is the first one that came to me originally and said, hey, you know what would be a good idea? And we're coming into our 3rd event with it. So it was a great idea, John, and everyone loves it. And it's the 2nd best event.
What event? It's well attended, doesn't it?
It's very well attended.
So, thank you, Mike. A couple of things for me, and I just want to run these by everybody. First, Elise and I had the opportunity to sit down and meet with Healthy West Orange and to thank them for their continued partnership with the town. As you guys know, they've gifted us $100,000 towards our trail program that will connect in with Longleaf and then run through to connect into the main trail, Summer Trail here. And I know that Mike Parker, not here tonight, but he's got all these plans for trails. So we want to keep those partners like Healthy West Orange in good graces with us. So we can continue to work together to and create this cool internal trail network system for the town. So looking forward to doing that. The next one I have is, Chief, this is, I know you may talk to some people here, but this is not a totally unrelated conversation. So over the past few months, I've been approached by residents of the whole island and Trailside about how do I get golf cart connectivity into town. so, into the trail system. So, I kind of want us to start looking at that if we can, doing that. I think there's some different ways maybe to make it work. Yeah, especially with the trail network coming in. So if we could seriously take a serious look at that stuff, and I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on that as well. So, yeah. Other than that, that's it for me. Yeah. Unless you want to talk about it right now.
No, they probably need some sort of
Okay.
plan.
Okay.
I'm with you.
All right.
Now we gotta figure.
Okay. Other than that, anybody else? No? All right, Joseph.
All hearts and minds are satisfied, let's adjourn. It is 7:24.